The other book I read during my flu was Wake Up by Jack Kerouac, which I have right here. It's a nice looking book. But I've decided I don't mind creasing it up a little bit, so I'm going to leave it around. Probably take it with me because it's a nice little, book for referencing if you're going to be into Buddhism and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a Buddhist strictly, but I definitely like it a lot. Let's put it that way. It makes a lot of sense to me. And I think I will have to say with this book, if you're just a Jack Kerouac fan, you're not going to find it that interesting. You can tell it's written by Jack Kerouac in places, but a lot of the time it's mostly him paraphrasing religious texts. And, occasionally, I look, there's moments where there's like a whole page without a sentence, without a full stop. So you know it's Jack Kerouac, But most of the time it's very focused on, obviously, what Jack Kerouac was interested in at the time, which was sort of spreading the word of these religious Buddhist texts. So I would say it is more for people who are interested in Buddhism than fans of Jack Kerouac's writing. It tells the story of Siddhartha Gautama. You might know the story of the prince who sort of renounced his wealth and went to seek an answer to all the suffering in the world, became enlightened, which is nice. It's like nice and concise. I think there might be a trouble with some, like Buddhism. Where do you start? Wikipedia? What the hell? It's nice to have it, compounded like this. And apparently there's a very good composite of all these various Indian and Eastern texts and everything. Enjoyable-wise, obviously I learned from it quite a bit. There's great lessons in it. But I wouldn't say it was the most enjoyable book to read. Obviously it's non-fiction, but it could have been perhaps more enjoyable, which is why I would say that it's more for the Buddhist angle than the straight up writing angle. But I did enjoy reading it, and I would recommend it. Let's say if you're interested in that. It's quite stunning just to read, about a guy born 500 years before Jesus who was a fantastic philosopher. That's for one thing, It's been sort of modernized in places. I don't know if this was an attempt to make it seem more impressive, because he states it as intended to convert, but there's like lots of references in the Buddha's teaching to like atoms and sound waves and stuff. But I think he was just trying to paint it in the best light. It's interesting. I would like to, it's hard to gauge how much of it is in Jack Kerouac's words, which is why I'm saying this about it's how much of the Kerouaciness would you get out of it. But I guess it must be, he's written this all out. It's just all I'm getting at is a good 90% of it is in quotation marks. Sorry, I'm just getting over this flu. So I've kind of rambled a bit there, but I think that's about all I can say. Other than glad I read that. It's only the second Kerouac book I've actually read. So yeah, and I got it over a year ago. So I hope that gives you some idea of what the book's like if you're thinking of reading it or anything. Yeah. Cheers again. I'm going to be doing lots of coursework soon because it's actually crunch time. So I might try and put another video up soon, and then that'll be the end of that for a while. And me and Chris are actually organising doing the podcast this week, testing out recording over the internet. So yeah, that'd be cool. See ya.